My name is Jaguar, and I'm introducing myself today with my work as a medicine woman, as a birth priestess, as a spiritual midwife. I'm an artist, and into my art, all these different forms of work flow. The healing arts, the art of midwifing, the art of singing, writing, creative expression, the art of being alive at this time. So as a birth priestess, I share a sacred space with many people all over the world. Primarily I've been working with women, and an important aspect of this work is reconnecting with the rites of passage of the divine feminine, with remembering that giving birth and being pregnant is also a highly energetic and spiritual process, as well as being a physical, emotional, and human journey. I support women in one-on-one sessions. I work with women in groups and share workshops, supporting the feminine cycles, inner communication with children, teaching Mexican birth closing ceremonies, opening into the spaces of love, into the root chakra, into the sacral chakra, supporting with birth essences, with flower essences, with crystals, with pure energy work. In my work as a doula, I support birth and pregnancy from a very physical perspective, understanding that birth and pregnancy are very important times also of change for the human body. But the work of a birth priestess goes much deeper than that. It's about acknowledging our journey as souls and tangibly connecting in with how we can support the journey of a child coming onto the earth, and how we can support the mother as she grows in herself. Bringing a child into this earth also means birthing ourselves and birthing new parts of ourselves and opening our hearts even wider. And that's what the birth priestess work supports. Because it's a sacred work, it also encompasses working with people who are not pregnant, working with people who are birthing themselves into being, working with people who are birthing visions, birthing projects. The healing that I share coming from the divine feminine heart and from the space of love is really powerful, because it reminds us all that we're here at a time where it's important to open our hearts and love no matter what. The path of a medicine woman and the work that I share as a shamanic healer is slightly different because it embodies a bit more of that warrior energy. The warrior energy of standing tall and standing strong and facing fear and having the courage to go into the darkness, because in the darkness is also our greatest power. From a divine feminine perspective, this power can also be called Kali or Durga. The feminine archetypes that are powerful and fierce, and that many of us have been afraid to dance with, to be with, to embody. As a spiritual midwife, I bring the aspects of beauty and love and surrender and devotion to spirit in our highest being. And that's also why we've got roses here, because roses embody that quality of beauty and love so much. As a spiritual midwife, I've been mentoring and sharing that space, holding that space of seeing and being available for higher processes of birth to take place, bridging between the invisible worlds and the visible worlds, bridging between heaven and earth. And because all of these aspects of my work are arts, and because I'm also an artist, I write and I sing and I perform, I know that it's so important to remember that life is a creative process and that we all are creating ourselves. We're all birthing ourselves. And so whether you're pregnant or have given birth, or you're a mother or you're a grandmother, or you're a young woman on the beginning of her journey, the feminine, the divine feminine, and the cycles of being a woman are always important for us. How are we using our energies? How are we managing our energies? How are we receiving our visions? How are we manifesting our visions? Do we have support? Are we allowing ourselves to have support? Are we allowing the love to come in? Are we allowing ourselves to heal? Because healing can be really easy when we allow love to heal us. I love supporting women on the path of stepping into their true power and stepping into their creative, powerful presence, because I know from my own experience what a big task that can be. It can be daunting, and it's incredibly exciting, incredibly moving to see other women awakening and allowing themselves space to become who they really are. I love working for the children being born at this time, because it's a real honor and a real blessing to be part of the beginning of a new human life. Such a sacred time. And these children that are coming in, they're coming from the light and from love, and they can be received in light and love. So that's a little bit about the work of a birth priestess, a medicine woman, spiritual midwife. And I've seen many other women around the world awakening into these paths. So much is happening at the moment. So many new ways of seeing healing, so many new ways of being pregnant, so many new ways of accompanying pregnancy, so many new ways of performing arts. Remembering that a performing art is a sacred ritual, it's a sacred ceremony, it's a gathering of awakening. Poetry, writing, and song can all be ways to remember our divine nature, and the arts are sacred aspects of life. So it's a blessing to be alive at this time and sharing.
Breathe, open your eyes, look into those infinite skies. Breathe.